those clouds quickly pushing out of the area after last night's round of thunderstorms, seeing those gustier conditions. And then from the north, we're starting to watch another line, really the end of that cold front, really pushing over the Concho Valley. Now that circulation going to be sticking with us over the next couple days as we're slated to see a lot more clear and hot conditions before we start talking about that cool down slated for the middle of next week. But right now we're hanging out in the triple digit, and that's about as hot as it's going to get here in San Angelo. Everybody else in those upper 90s and triple digits with us, and that's going to be it for the next couple days before we've been looking at a lot of those long-range forecasts, seeing a large cool down in the future. Right now, Sterling City 110, everybody else hanging out in those lower 100s and those upper 90s, and that's really what it is down to the south right now. And then we're looking at those relative humidity and dew point indices right now, seeing that it's hanging out more in the 30s and the 20s and those mid 60s, if not upper 50s, letting us know that there was significant rainfall, but it's slated to dry out over the next couple days. Now we're getting a good look at the systems as they're starting to push through the area, seeing this cold front really move to the east slower. Now that same storm taking several days to get across the area, while that cold front really extends all the way down through the Mississippi River Valley. And then right now we're watching that cold air really kick a lot of that northerly cloud formation up, giving us not nearly as severe thunderstorms as we saw yesterday. But we're going to have to talk about it right now because it's officially a hurricane. Hurricane Lee is going to start popping up more and more as it starts to approach land. Now it's still a couple days away, but this system itself could slow down a lot of those storms making their way across the nation, giving us an opportunity to see a lot more cooler weather for prolonged amounts of time. So when we're looking over the Concho Valley right now, we see that cold front pushing through. Now behind it, we're going to be dealing with a lot of high pressure over the next couple days, where those temperatures are going to start getting up there to about 106, making it great for game day. But then by about early Saturday, we're going to start seeing our opportunity for some rain shower activity. So right now we're slated to see a lot of that early afternoon, if not early evening, rain shower activity push out, and then that cold front's really going to come over the Concho Valley, seeing that rotation really make its way through. You're going to see these storms moving faster and faster to the north. Look how quick that storm is going to move across the area. Again, a second wave. Now that's Saturday. When we start talking about the long-range schedule, you might see it come up on your phone. You might see it be coming up on some of those other weather apps that you might be checking, seeing that those temperatures are slated to drop down into those 90s. But tonight, dropping down to those mid-70s. Still going to see those gustier conditions around some of those thunderstorms if it does try to rain. And then tomorrow, again, making another run at those hot temperatures, but it's going to clear out and dry out while the winds start to pick up from the south. But by Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to start seeing those temperatures really start to cool off and those afternoon thunderstorms become more frequent. Now, we have been talking about how severe this weather is going to be leading into September. And so by the time we start that second week of September, that's when we're going to watch that cool down all the way down to the 80s. Look at those lows in those mid 60s, and then it's going to gradually warm up. We're going to keep our eyes and see if it's going to snap back and that high pressure is going to try to make another run at it, or we're finally in that cool weather stretch. Stay tuned. We'll have more after the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.